24 people arrested in a massive Sharjah drugs bust, and coinciding criminal story where UK criminals have been jailed. So one of the biggest stories, drug bust stories in UAE history, 120 kg of marijuana, 3 million drugs pills were seized, and 24 people accused and arrested in a major bust in Sharjah. The Sharjah police have overthrown the Black Bags gang in 2 operations in cooperation with police countrywide.
So the Anti-Narcotics Administration and Sharjah Police carried out 2 operations in cooperation with the state police forces, and through which they managed to take down a gang of Arab and Asian nationality consisting of 24 accused. They found with 120 kilograms of marijuana and 3 million pills of narcotic captagon, and with a market value of more than 23.5 million dirhams. And they also had, like, it was a big drug bust news.
So that's one story. And now we have a coinciding further drugs bust news. The UK's NCA has dismantled a network of criminal cash couriers. So basically smuggling cash. They laundered money to the tune of £100 million by smuggling it out of the UK into Dubai. And now 11 of the couriers have been convicted following yesterday's guilty verdicts. This is a network, so it was over actually £104 million. How they did it? They did it in 83 separate trips between November 19 and October 2022, overseen by a ringleader who has also been jailed for more than 9 years.
And the NCA reported the couriers who were paid around £3,000 for each trip and would be booked on business class flights due to the extra luggage allowance, communicated on a WhatsApp group titled Sunshine and Lollipops. Cash is the lifeblood of organized crime groups, which they are going to reinvest into activities such as drug trafficking. Now, this fuels violence and insecurity around the world, which is why our investigation into other cash carriers continues. So there you have that news, and just know that if you are a user and you want to seek help, you can reach out to Dubai Police, and they are there to help you. If you come up front, they're there to just, take you through rehabilitation. So they have all these procedures and systems in place where you're on the right side if you approach them first.
Very true. And just in terms of the smuggling operation, this was a massive thing happening over the case. What they were doing was they had the suitcases, these couriers, they were getting 3,000 a pop, but actually what they were doing was this massive help for UK organised crime units. So the couriers would get the cash, they would take it to counting houses in the UK, where the money would be put into these suitcases and it would be sprayed with air conditioners or coffees, so the smell would be masked. Then they were going on business class flights because they had the extra luggage allowance. Mm-hmm. And these people, I'm not, you have no idea what circumstance their life was in. They were carrying it into Dubai, and now it has all been foiled to the tune of £104 million. But the NCA, which is the UK's anti-narcotics unit, they have announced that they have all been convicted as of this week.
That is insane, like how elaborate these missions are getting. Like the ways, like the loopholes they find, the ways they try to work around it. And back in the days, they used to like send it with kids. Like, in airports, they just very recently, if you think about it, like in our, the lifespan of airports, started screening kids. But before they did that, it was like, you would send it through unsuspecting kids in their backpacks, in their items that they were carrying inside teddy bears and toys and all of that. So it's just like every year you see it changing and them finding newer ways to, smuggle drugs.
And you're so right, but coming into Dubai, I just could not. If I was carrying a container with 150 milliliters,
yeah,
I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, they're gonna take my.
I know. Honestly,
it's just not. And in terms of the anti-drug laws here,
yeah.
Now this is carrying cash, not drugs, actually, but it's still they are very on the ball in terms of airport security. So it'd just be a very scary situation to find yourself in.
Very true, and like you said, this seeps into society, so it leads to violence, it leads to crime, it leads to so many things. So it's just. It's amazing knowing that Dubai police are always on the ball with these things. They're always just, chasing, tracking, monitoring these situations, to make sure we're in the safest, it's the safest society around us.
True that.